Alright, hey guys, welcome back. We are supposed to be... Okay, so what did we do last time? I forgot. We did everything except vaults. Okay, so this time around we'll probably do vaults, a little bit of depths, and maybe our third room, depending on how fast I'm going to be. So, yeah, it's been a couple of days... it's been maybe 2 days since I've recorded. So this should be pretty interesting to see if I can get back. A couple of interesting things happened, I suppose, in the Crawl universe, at least as far as YouTube goes. So, Bounty Hunter Sax finally uploaded his video. Apparently, he's getting married. Congratulations to him. Yeah, so that's something cool that I saw happen. So I was watching that a lot of yesterday and today. A lot of today, pretty much. I was watching some of his draconian stuff. It was alright. Oh, that's a Curse Skull. Curse Skull's not good. Not for me. This could be really bad. I actually shouldn't be taking that staircase at all, actually. I don't know why I'm trying to. I'm actually running out of stones, which is kind of scary. Rate Sling is already at min delay, so I probably will turn it off and put some armor on. This is kind of tough. Actually, I'm not sure what I want to do. Alright, so that's definitely from the Curse Skull, so I should probably wait a little while. And I can come back here at a later date when it's more convenient. Good. I'll just kill this guy right here. No fuss, no worries. The Ice Giant might be a bit scary. I do have Archold though, which is pretty unusual for this character. So who knows, maybe this will be alright. Let's use Portal Projectile and see if we can fire at this Curse Skull. If we can't, we'll just go back upstairs. Yep. Ow, that really hurt. I'm gonna blink a couple of times to get out of range. And I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, so this is gonna be really tough on me regardless, I think. So I'm gonna use Portal Projectile. I only have Sling Bullets, so I might as well use those. And this guy is gonna kill me. This is actually kind of terrifying. I don't know why he's doing so much damage to me, but boo. I need to remember to use Nemlex gifts. Where's the downstairs that he was at? There we go. Okay, so let's use the Deck of Destruction rather than trying to... Okay, we one-shot him. I guess my damage... When I feel like my damage isn't enough, I should probably use the Decks of Destruction rather than the... I don't know, whatever I'm using. Let's blink out of the fire and then use Deck of Destruction. Okay, that was kind of good. This is very good, I guess. Right, good. Let's tell them to wait here. Tell them to attack that. Good. Alright, so that was the Wasp card. I don't really know what it's called. I think it's Swarm or something. But it's pretty good. It does very decent damage because all the red wasps can paralyze non-resistant enemies. I'm not sure if they can resist. Actually, they might even be able to do poison resistant. I'm not sure. That's kind of bad. Let's use a sack of spiders. Just kind of test out how good it is. Use Portal Projectile to hit the giant at the back. I'm firing quite quickly, which is good. I can continuously use the Orc as a shield while I shoot at the giant, which is kind of one of the reasons why Portal Projectile is pretty good. I personally still don't use it very often, but you know. Well, I guess that the MR minus is not really that helpful for me. I guess because I got marked 4 times in a row there. That little flash thing means that you got marked. So there was no real point in me going getting rid of that MR minus frame. Having said that, though, I think it's still pretty important to have at least 1 pip for MR, so I'll probably keep it off. I probably shouldn't be using the Scimitar because it's not going to be at min delay yet. It's still hitting pretty slow, but kind of lazy. I'm taking a lot of damage here. It's kind of a pain, but meh. Alright, so I was going to talk about some other stuff, but it looks like this is going to be a pretty tough run. At least part of this game is going to be pretty tough. So I'll refrain from doing so until things calm down a little bit. They're calming down now, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I had a lot of comments today. That was pretty good. Just enjoying talking to you guys. A lot of different things to say. That was fun. What else was it? Oh yeah, so I figured out one thing that's really fun about this channel, and I kind of wanted to share it. It's just the fact that there's so many things that I want to do. Whoa, what's going on here? Kill that guy. I think he's more dangerous. Yeah, so like every time I'm about to finish a series, like this roulette one. Well, this series isn't finished after this. It's just gonna be put down for a while I finish the Road to Lair. But there's actually another series I want to do. There's not like 2 more series I think I want to do as well on top of that. So yeah, look forward to it. I guess it's gonna be a lot. One of them being, I think, like a non-player focused. How do I explain this? It's a series that would be, I guess, pushed towards non-players. I'll probably get to like Lair or something, with a single character, just to explain what's happening. Like, so rather than talk about the game as in like these are the mechanics that are happening, I'd talk about like what would be how one would interpret, I suppose. This is poorly. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not fit up. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But my intention was to act as kind of a middleman translator, I suppose, for people who haven't played the game. So what I'd do is I'd say, all right, this guy is a human. He's a fighter. He's got a sword and a shield, and he's doing this and this and that. He's killing this guy. This is a enemy, like a kobold. The kobolds are this. Blah 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 blah. So basically, I'd be talking more about the, I suppose, translation of the game. Kind of like not quite the like we all know what's happening here, but from a non-gamer's perspective, or not from someone who doesn't play Crawl, from their perspective, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? It's just a bunch of tiles that are being flashing by really quickly. So I'd probably have a go at like for example, I wouldn't auto explore. I wouldn't do anything that would confuse a new player or a non-player, and I would just go through the game as if I were playing some D&D RPG style thing and narrate it, rather than talk about the game itself. So I was thinking of doing that as a series. I also had another one in mind, but I completely forgot this time. Oh yeah, I still want to do that backseat gaming style one. So that's where I'd get a newer player, and they'd be in a call with me, I suppose, and they'd play, and I'd like help them out basically with their game. So we try to get them to their first win. I think that'd be pretty fun. What's port projectile? It's on D, right? Yeah. Oh, right, I have caps lock on. No wonder why. Yeah, so like that would be so a side along kind of series would be pretty fun. I also wanted to do one where I tackled Trunk given that I complained a lot about Lust. I complained quite strongly in the last episode. So you know, like I should probably put my money where my mouth is and take a look at Trunk so I can make a conclusive judgment, I suppose. So I'd probably play something pretty easy, like a Minotaur. I'd want to, I guess, say I'd use the Minotaur because it's a benchmark for a new player. New players would generally win a Minotaur Berserker. So I want to see how much more difficult it's become. Minotaur Berserker is probably my most won combo because of how many speedruns I've tried to do. I've probably won like 3 or 4 of them by now, maybe more. I do it when I'm mad. But yeah, so whoa, that is so scary. Jeez. Okay, let's summon some decks of war here. Let's use a deck of destruction. This isn't working at all. Okay, I could have been killed by the crystal spear, which is kind of scary. I'm gonna get in this room, back off. Yeah, so just from like thinking off the top of my head, there's like 2 or 3 more series I want to do on top of Road to Lair. And obviously I'm not going to ditch any of them, because I still feel like those are still fun things to do. So like there's going to be a lot of stuff that I think is going to be coming up in the future, in the near distant, not too distant future. Yeah, I don't know. And of course, I still do want to do this random one as well. It's pretty fun. I'm just summoning stuff with my decks because I'm kind of low HP and I don't want to have too many guys fighting me at once. I'd rather just have... crap, I got marked. Okay, this is really bad. Because I'm very far away from my staircase. Okay, so what I should do is I should draw some decks, and I should try to... Yeah, okay, good. So I was trying to get some summons with me, so that the danger is a little bit less apparent as I run towards the exit. Run towards the upward staircase. Okay, so there's a lot of guys there, but I can use my summons to kind of make up a wall behind me, which makes me slightly less uncomfortable about fighting this many guys. Alright, I'm at full health again because my regen is pretty good. I'll just be able to tab these guys, hopefully. The damage is definitely lacking, you can tell. This is kind of gross, honestly. Let's just try using the electricity sling. Maybe it's better. Like, I'm pretty sure great slings are by far better, but for some reason the electricity seems to be doing far better at killing stuff. Maybe I'm just being obstinate, thinking, maybe I'm just thinking too, like, prejudiced, I guess, against light weapons. Armor and fighting is up. That's good. Long blades is at almost min delay, which is great. Once that's at min delay, I can turn it off and I can get more training on my evocations, dodging, etc., etc. So yeah, more series that I've got in the works, I guess. Not quite gonna start it yet because obviously, wow, I have no rocks left. Okay, that's scary. Never had no rocks before. That's a new problem that I've... Huh. Okay, maybe I'm using melee way too much. Oh, I do have 54 stones now, but I still should try to use... Oh man, this is brutal. Okay, let's put Shroud Equilibria here. I'm gonna start using it more often now, I guess. Is phase shift a thing in this game? It is. Oh, good. Let's get it. Oh, this could be bad. I don't want to be firestormed. Okay, good. Let's actually go get the phase shift right now, because I have no... I don't really have a rush for this game. The turn count doesn't really matter too much. Phase shift, yes. Let's get that there. On a T, and I guess Shroud Equilibria can go back to R. How much is haste? Oh, haste isn't even in the game. Whoa, that's not good. Really? I thought I had haste. Okay. There doesn't seem to be any repel missiles here. Huh, so this is kind of bad, actually. I don't have too many spells. Maybe I chose the wrong path. Okay, Longblade's done, so I can turn that off. Let's train a bit more. Let's train some spell casting, evocations, and I guess focus armor. Like I said, I don't really want to turn fighting off ever, but at the same time, I should at some point to, make room for other stuff to train. But I really like training fighting. All right, so this guy's gonna play as a bit more of a melee guy now. Oh, shield is actually a +1. Oh wow, that was terribly done. All right, so there's actually a couple of shields. They do take 21 skill to remove those, so there's no way in hell I'm going to be using a shield. 21 skill is far too much for me. That's not even worth considering. Oh, I just realized that I was using scale mail, not leather. I was wondering why my armor was so high. I felt like, oh right, because at some point I swapped it out for the exact same thing. Okay, that's fine. Let's drop this amnesia scroll. We can also drop... We can get away with dropping another one teleportation, I'm assuming. There's a lot of stuff that we need to drop, I think. Let's just use the deck of war later, anytime soon, so that's good. The one that has 8 drawn on it. Oh, this is a good time to use it. Let's get all these guys hitting this guy, and hopefully we can kill this lich before it kills me in one hit. Come on, come on. Okay, good. We managed to kill him. Excellent. Alright, and these guys can kill that Tengu pretty easily. Are there any demon blades? No. I believe that scimitars are the best other than demon blades for one-handed weaponry. so I guess I'm not going to be using any other weapon. That kind of sucks, but whatever. I guess we'll go on and move to the depths. So the depths is going to be pretty tough, but we should be able to handle it. Hopefully. I'm not really sure how this guy fares against this many enemies this early on. He has a lot of defense though, which is really good. Really good. No demon blades. That sucks. Okay, whatever. No resist fire also, which is kind of scary. That's a long. Okay, this guy's wielding an enchanted demon whip. This guy's wielding an enchanted demon whip. This is a broadaxe of distortion. Okay. Let's get a deck of war, I guess. More deck of war. Let's back off into the fire, which really sucks, but I have to run. I don't think it's a good idea to stay near that guy at this low health. Even if like, the abyssing is not the problem, it's more just the fact that I'm worried about getting one shot. Let's use, I guess, the orb. That was not a great one to use because it hits too many things. The distortion weapon hits me. That's fine, kind of. Like, the abyss is not too scary right now. Okay, good. Alright, so still no demon blade there. That's kind of sad. I'm gonna keep the enchant weapon in case I get something really good from a drop. Like right now, none of my equipment is too amazing, so it's not really worth it to enchant it, I suppose. Like, it's alright stuff. This sling kind of sucks. This sword kind of sucks. It's all just mediocre, which is kind of bad. Alright, so I have a lot of buffs on me. I might as well use it while I have a chance. Damn, that's pretty good. Alright. Fire Dragon Armor seems reasonable, but at the same time I'm not really interested too much because it's... actually, it is kind of good. I should use it. I might actually use it. Enchant Armor. Oh, I have a lot. Okay, good. This actually makes this transition a lot better. Let's enchant armor. Where is it? Alright, I need to go get the hide first. Let's get that. Alright, so Fire Dragon Hide is pretty much the best, I'd say. Probably one of the best things for this game. Apart from the reason, man. Okay, I need to calm down because I'm pressing too few buttons. Let's enchant armor. That's what I want. There we go. Alright, let's grab this. And let's use it on this. So 28, 21, 27, 19. So I lose 2, 28, 21. So I lose 2, lose 1. But if I enchant this armor greater, I'll be better off. I also have better resists. Huh. Okay. It's fine, I guess. Alright, let's just enchant the rest. Let's enchant armor. Damn it. Alright. I guess we'll just go around and get more enchant armors. Get this thing nice and strong. Alright, so it's back to where it was before. D8. Enchant armor scrolls. Just keep getting them. There's no real point. There's no, like I said, not too worried about turn count this game. Because, again, this is a pretty chill one. Don't really want that one. That one's really far away. The brand weapon, I think, was around here somewhere. So, let's get enchant weapon, enchant armor, the brand weapon, and the teleports. Oh, I can't pick anything up. Damn. Let's drop this. Enchant armor. Enchant. I guess we'll enchant the scimitar a little bit. I guess we can brand the great sling. Became a great sling of evasion, so now it's completely worthless. Damn. That kind of sucks. I'll keep it on me in case. No, I shouldn't. Honestly, like, I shouldn't be branding it anyway, so there's no point in keeping it on me. And the electrocution sling has turned out to be far better now. So that was a whole bunch of nothing. Apologize for that. Like, there's no real... like, that was a bunch of, like, decision-making that led to nothing, which kind of is sad, but kind of gonna happen. It's kind of gonna happen from time to time. I guess the only thing that changed really is my armor, which is alright. The +1 electricity scimitar is doing alright work. It's not great, but it'll do. Sling bullets of frost is unnecessary. I only want pretty much regular sling bullets. Okay, that's the slime. Slimes suck, so let's try to fight them a little bit. Not quite in the open, but less in a corridor. Being in a corridor would suck for me. Alright, so that's a poison. I tried it, that's fine. I'd probably take him on. Apparently I can't, so that's really stupid. That must be like a plus. That must be either a really enchanted trident or my character just sucks butts. Okay, so this is kind of scary. Deck of escape. Let's run. Let's just run, close the door, regenerate a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have regen, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter too much now. I think this character is starting to run out of steam, just a little bit. He doesn't have much to go by. The only thing that is going to be carrying me now, for now at least, is my dex, I suppose. That's going to be probably the main decider of whether this character lives or dies. Not my melee skill, which kind of sucks. I'm just spamming dex because I want to A, clear my slots, my inventory slots, and B, I don't want to have an overly dangerous situation. So there I managed to pull like regen and a couple of other good ones, including the flood one. Flood one summons the wellsprings, which is pretty awesome. Wellsprings are incredibly dangerous. I'm very happy they removed them. That was a weird slip of the throat, maybe? I don't know. Something bugged out there. Alright, that's Death's one clear. This is a 2-hour 41 game, so I've been playing pretty on point, I guess. Good. Q mutations, I can actually drop those. Let's drop this. 52 slots. Yay, we're going down somehow. I need to draw from that legendary deck of destruction. I need to eat this bread ration. Eat the slice of pizza. So now we have 48 slots. That's good. Alright, so this character is getting a little bit more what you'd expect from a character, I guess. Like, he's getting more and more normalized, which is good because that means he's more consistent. Portal projectile here, I guess. Shoot at the guy who is... Oh, this is bad. The Rakshasa that this orange brain killed cloned the orange brain, so it was even harder to get rid of it. That was kind of bad. I'm gonna bring the Rakshasa up. I've come to terms with the fact that I have very little ability to pronounce names correctly, so I'm just gonna roll with it pretty much. I don't think there's any. Oh, this is a lot of damage now. This kind of sucks actually. The fact that I'm just getting so much damage on me. There's a lot of undead that are blocking the way, so it's not really a good idea for me to stay there. But at the same time, they limit the amount of enemies that can come up with me per stairwell, even though they are adding to the damage that I take. I'll just take a different stairs. No worries. Eat some fruits. Why not? I don't want to have too many slots. That's a Death Knight. That's gonna suck. From now, I want to just get away from the haunt. Now I can just wail on him, I guess, now that he's not haunting me in a corridor. Actually, I'm not sure why I was so scared. I don't know, maybe I was just being a bit overly cautious there. There's a lot of undead on this floor, which kind of sucks. Caustic Shrike Zombie, hilarious. Even though it's dead and I have stuff, pretty strong character, it still takes out a quarter of my health. Zombies should not be able to do that. And they are adding another one. Another type of zombie. Sorry, another type of Caustic Shrike that's electricity based and also can appear earlier than Shrikes. This is going to be a lot of fun. So that's some of those things I want to check out in the new version of the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a really straightforward character, just see if the game became more difficult or less difficult. I'll try not to use too much RNG stuff. I'll try very hard to stay on point with my training and stuff, so that I at least have some kind of way of comparing. Though of course I don't really know. Each game of Crawl is ultimately very different from the last ones. So even though I could have just a really easy game, and then I wouldn't have a very good basis of comparison at all. There's a lot of enemies here. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't do too well with a lot of enemies, so it's gonna take a little while to clear him out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, another thing that happened. Windows Movie Maker does not work very well for adjusting audio, so... Or at least not that I am aware. I took a look around and couldn't seem to do it easily, so Yeah, might as well give up on that for now. Which is kind of sad, because I did want to do that. I did say I would do that once the exams finished, and they have, so I went to look for it, and it didn't work out too well. So, I guess I'll find it eventually, or I'll fix my mic, or something will happen. Doesn't seem too bad right now. I've been watching a couple of videos, just to check if the audio's alright. And, they've been reasonable, I think. That's poison. That sucks. I have poison resistance, but I don't think it's that necessary to go so far. Wait, what? Oh, that wasn't poison. That was electrocution. Fair enough. Alright, let's go downstairs, portal projectile, and start wailing on these stupid Yaktors that are continuously hitting me. I know there's a Vampire Knight in my melee, but I would rather just kill the Yaktors for now. Whoa, that did a lot more damage than I was willing to take. Let's heal wounds, and use War twice. This is getting kind of scary. Okay, let's use the more powerful evocables, more consistent ones. Let's draw some more decks of War, I guess. Focus the Centaur guy down. Let's turn our evade on. So the thing is, I got paralyzed there, and that was really scary for me. Whoa, that just made it worse. Oh wait, no it didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, I was kind of scared there, because had he paralyzed me for a second time, I would have died. That would have been really embarrassing. Dying to a guy that I just said I didn't care about. But admittedly, I didn't care about him in that very instance, is what I more meant to say. Like, he wasn't as important. I'd rather clear the Yaktors while they're still there, in bad position. They can only shoot at me like one at a time. I don't know. What's this? Chopping. That's fine. I don't care about chopping. Let's back off a little bit, I guess. Pull back. Just so that I don't have to fight all of them at once. I can at least spread the damage out a little bit. Good thing to note about undead is that they never regenerate, so fighting them and then running away and then fighting them again is perfectly valid as a strategy. It's in fact really good. But most of the time undead aren't that challenging, so yeah. Ooh, I probably shouldn't be tabbing so close to that water because I'm losing stones to the water. Sucks that you lose stones the second you go into the water. They go into the deep water. But, you know, what can you do? Makes sense, I guess. Transparent scale mail. At this point, I'm still kind of looking for a good armor. That's unfortunately not a good armor, so I'm not going to use it. Deck of Destruction, I might as well... no, I don't really need one. I have 2 decks already of Destruction. That's more than enough for me, I think. Who is ranged, as I'm ranged, and like rarely is the Deck of Destruction actually better, I suppose. Like, it is better technically than my sling, but at the same time, I'd rather just use a sling most of the time, because it's a lot more rechargeable. I need to remember that even if I do run out of sling bullets or stones, I'm still pretty strong, because I'm not purely ranged. Do I want that? I kind of... Okay, I know there's a lot of dangerous enemies in there, so I'm not going to go in there. Good rule of thumb for depths is never open the rune doors, because they almost always screw you over. There's just a lot of dangerous enemies in depths. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah, so I'm going to use my range really freely now. I just realized that ultimately I'm not going to want to use stones in Zot anyway. And also I'm still technically a melee, so I shouldn't like treat myself... Like, I know I said I should treat myself as a ranged guy earlier, but now I can treat myself as a melee. So if I do that, I'm not really that big of an issue. Like, I'm just getting rid of my... Whoa. Too confused. Oh no. I'm gonna go upstairs. That's my strategy to remove confusion. Alright, so Luis is probably gonna banish me. I'm completely fine with that. Honestly. Like, if she doesn't banish me, I'd be... Okay, fine, don't banish me then. Just die. Jeez. Rude. Look, I gave her one chance. I gave her, like, the one time where I'm like, yeah, banish me, I don't really care. She doesn't banish me. It's embarrassing. It's like you chalk up all that goodwill to, like, let her banish you, and then she just doesn't return the favor. That's a Caustic Strike. I'm probably gonna die. Let's use as many things as I can, because Jesus, this thing is going to kill me. Elixir card, that's pretty good. I still need some enemies. Some allies, actually. More accurately. I'm corroded -20, yay! This is a balanced creature. What a well-made, well-designed creature. It's a pack enemy, too. So one of them almost kills me. When I say almost kills me, I mean it requires me to use, like, several charges of all my decks just to get, like, a reasonable, kind of okay response. I was still corroded -20, meaning that it could hit me for, like, ridiculous amounts, but got a lucky roll in. I failed to kill a cockroach in one hit. I am so ashamed right now. Alright, that's a Death Drake. I don't want to get rotted. I already did, so boo. God, okay, that's fine. I guess I don't really need a cure out of it, but I do have OCD. I don't like being rotted. Oh well, whatever, that's fine, I guess. We're actually making pretty good time. Depth 3 is almost finished, pretty much. We only have one more rune to go, and we'll be done. And then I can get back to Road to Lair. I think Spookston is in front. You guys are jerks. I didn't want to play that guy, but I guess now I do. I don't know. I don't know if I really wanted to play this guy that was so dangerous to play. It's pretty brutal playing him. So, oh well. I guess I have to play him. And it should be pretty interesting to see how I can get past the mid game if I do. If I don't, I apologize. It's my fault. But come on, seriously? I didn't want to play him. Nah. It's completely fair. Honestly, that was the point of the series anyway. So I'd have to play stuff that I didn't want to play. Or at least, like, when I say I don't want to play, I mean, like, it's going to be so tough that I just feel like playing will be embarrassing once it actually happens. Alright, so I think I'm going to pick Strength. Int is fine. Like, I don't really care for Int anymore. I don't even know why I'm training Spellcasting so much. It's at -3. I'm going to turn it off. Actually train Translocations instead. Armor can probably go off soon and get replaced with Dodging. Just a couple of levels will be fine. Like, I'm at the stage where my armor is already pretty good. 32 is pretty high for a character. Especially because I'm not really a full, like... Oh man, another potion. Another deck. I guess I'll get rid of this Draw 9. That seems reasonable. So this is like a really annoying vault. There's a lot of enemies in here. And they're all like enemies I can't really kill too easily, so... Boo. Let's see. Scrolls of Fear is still fine. I guess the Deck of Escape can go because there's another one in my thing. What does the Warp Right do a card actually? Warp Right. Creates a teleport trap, something, chance of position being filled. Oh, so it's a one-turn teleport. I guess that does make it better than my, I guess it does make it better than my Escape deck. So I probably will just keep it. Knowing what the, I'd say that knowing... Oh man, that was a lot of damage. I'd say knowing that knowing the card on top of the deck probably adds, like, maybe... In terms of value, I'd say it probably adds 1 or 2 extra cards to the deck. It's as useful as doing that, because you don't have to top deck something that's not good. Ow. Please don't. It's very rude of you. Hey, it's a random deck, guess what? It's going to be Helix. And it's going to take my bloody health away. I'm going to do it anyway, because this game... let's see, Foxfire, Repulsive... Oh, that's actually pretty good. So Foxfire is a swarm. Repulsiveness is not as good. Foxfire is really good. Pentagram is good. And Ranges is pretty good. So I'm actually going to keep this one because it's really strong. Foxfire is one of the strongest cards for summoning. I'm going to keep Pentagram there. So I'm going to use this knowing that it's pretty much a swarm of insanely powerful enemies. Red bees are actually pretty strong. Oh, I'm in a bad spot right now. I'm going to back off. Yeah, let's back all the way down here. We can shoot these guys from at leisure. Unfortunately, somehow the bolt of cold that guy's throwing at me is doing way more damage than I expected it would at this point in time. Like, one bolt took out a good 30 health, which is pretty insane in terms of damage. Don't really expect much to do 30 damage to you in this day and age. Though I guess with the new patch, you're going to see more of that. more spike damage, less consistent damage, which is kind of sad, I guess. This guy's repelling missiles, and I completely forgot that he does that. But you know, I made the mistake I fixed the mistake by killing him with my sword. All right, scroll of recharging. I don't really want that. Yeah, you can have it. It's fine. Probably should be using it though. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. 52 slots again. Yay! Let's drop this. I don't really want to identify my decks. They're not really that. It's not really that helpful. Adding, like I said, if you use my previous like rule of thumb, I guess, where you say, why does this character not have any damage or ability to like survive? Ooh. All right. Well, at least evocations is really strong, I guess. Wait, was that? Oh, that was a transforming thing. That stayed in its. Okay, don't worry. I was gonna say something, but then I'm losing so much focus that there's no point in saying it because I've already butchered the sentence so poorly in my mind that I'll just stop. We'll pretend I didn't say anything. I really wish I had repel missiles right now. That'd be really nice to have that. But unfortunately, I'm not that lucky. Right? Yeah, I'm not that lucky. Not even deflect missiles. That kind of sucks. I consider repel and deflect missiles really good. And I guess everyone does as well. Which makes sense, because they are really good. Apparently portal projectile, despite being at 1%, does not want to cast itself, so I'm not going to get it casted. Okay, this fire dragon should not be too much of an issue. I'm going to sit here and regenerate. Good. Another strike. I'm going to use my trusty old phase shift to stop this guy from killing me in one hit. He's still going to go ahead and kill me in one hit, so man, I hate caustic strikes. I hate caustic strikes. With a passion. For blood. I want their blood. Like, that's why I felt the, whoa, there's a lot of loot. Cool. Yay, loot. Loot's pretty good. Let's see what's in here. Book of Envenomations. Useless. Scroll of Silence. Don't really want it. I have a lot of scrolls of summoning. I should probably use them. I keep forgetting to. Haha. Ruined blowgun. No thank you. Nothing of note in here. Not even an artifact, so not going to really pay attention to it. Well, oh yeah, I also want to do Cataclysm. Yeah, someone said they actually wouldn't mind watching me play, so I might as well do it. I will not do it for a while though. There's too much stuff, unfortunately. It has to go down. Like there has to obviously be a priority list somewhere, and unfortunately, Cataclysm being not the main channel, not the main game on this channel, has to be a little bit lower down the line. Maybe in between the two series that I was talking about today. So not directly after Roulette. Roulette has to still take precedent because it hasn't been finished yet, technically. I don't really know when Roulette round 3 would come out though. That one might take a while. Oh boy, this is taking a lot of damage from these guys. Kind of sucks. All right, good, done. Once armor hits 18, 17, I'm gonna turn it off. Translocations can probably go off now. Evocations can stay for now. Let's turn dodging back on, and we'll focus it later. Or maybe we'll focus fighting later. Who knows? I do kind of want the health because, geez, I am taking a lot of damage from everything. Really sucks. With no regeneration, no repel missiles, no nothing, it's getting kind of tough for me to stay alive, I suppose. A lot of enemies that really shouldn't be doing that much damage to me are doing tons. Weapon shot, please, please, please. Disappointment in my heart. Did I do Orc? I did, right? Yes, I did. Damn. No unexpected power spike for me. Yeah, sometimes I forget to do Orc, like all the way until the end of the game, and I'm like, hey, I should probably do Orc, and then I pick something up, then it's pretty good. And then I feel happy, because it's like saving... It's like having a piece of candy that's in your fridge. No, not candy. It's like having a piece of candy in like a drawer somewhere, and then you pick it up and you're like, hey, I remember putting this in there, but then I completely forgot about it, and then now I picked it up, and then yum, candy. Yeah, and good analogies. This is a good section. Good analogies with the mice. Yeah, I do forget to do Orc a lot of the time. I'm awfully forgetful when it comes to that. Probably because Orc just isn't that interesting. Oh, sorry, it's not that memorable. You remember the items, you don't remember the Orcs at all. I'd say it's the cruisiest place of the game because you can do Lair, do Orc, and then you never die in Orc. Pretty much ever, really. If you think about it. Maybe you do die in Orc sometimes. I have died once or twice in Orc, but it's been a while since that's actually happened. I need to remember to use Shroud and Phase Shift because Shroud is like kind of good, but also slightly awful. It's like a really crap version of Phase Shift, which is why I don't really like it. But I might as well. Deck of War, yay! Potion, Blade, Elements, Shadow. So Shadow is terrible, right? Hang on. Yep. This is just a straight up terrible deck, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it. Potion is fine, but honestly, it's just RNG. There's no real point. Wand of Hasting, excellent. So I remember there's actually another Wand of Hasting, but I guess now we don't need it. Good. Let's look up recharging because I might as well, right? Recharge this Wand of Hasting because it's pretty good. 8 charges, that's great. That means that now I am essentially done with this game in terms of like the only thing. No, that's silence. No, no, I'm not going in there ever. Don't tell me to go in there. I'm not going in there. I don't care that I have a scroll teleport. I'm not going in there. Yeah, so if you guys want context for that, go watch my really salty video where I say that Crawl's a skill-based game, sarcastically. It involves the Silence Vault. I'm never going into that Silence Vault ever again. That's not gonna happen. Even if they fix it, I'm not gonna go into it just because it's cursed. Buckler of Protection, yay! Let's take this crappy buckler off and put the Buckler of Protection on. 3 AC is fine. It's good. It's not really. It's worth 2 shield. Enchantress, that's gonna suck. So I'm gonna bring her up. Hopefully. Quick Blade is pretty good actually. If I can get a Quick Blade of Electrocution, I might actually want that. Nope, no Electrocution. That's fine. Okay, so maybe being near the Enchantress is not a great idea, but I am never one for great ideas, so let's do it anyway. Poison, blah, 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 blah. Let's use the Sack Spiders, I guess. Why not? Just summon some dudes. Everyone die. Cool, yay. Good. Alright, let's go downstairs to the other one. Enchantress is here. That's gonna suck. Let's use the Lamp of Fire and also the Decks of Destruction. Yay! Die in a fire. Good. That was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be, honestly. I thought it would be a lot worse, but yay, good. Didn't have to deal with her. This is butt awful, I would argue. Actually, wait, let's see. 36, 20, 29, 26. So it's actually pretty good stats, but unfortunately, I don't really need Fairy Dragon Armor right now because I might use it for slime, but I'm not going to use it for. I'm not going to use it for general purpose. I'd rather just use my cool Fire Dragon Armor that I spent all my enchant armors on, because gotta recoup that investment loss. Actually, we're up to Death 5 already. Good. I was going to say I needed to end the video this floor, but Death 5 is a perfect place to end. Actually, do I need to? Oh crap! I need to end the video now. Actually, it's gonna be too big otherwise. I guess I can go a little long. It'll only take maybe 5 minutes until I die or finish. I guess. Level 25. So this character is actually a lot better than I thought he was. So there's not gonna be any problems winning this game. I don't think, unless there's like some really bad luck. But yeah, I will say that this character was pretty fun to play. Actually, reasonable. Not crazy awesome like the Spriggan, not incredibly boring like the Demigod, but somewhere in between. It's a very reasonable win, I'd say. I'm speaking as if it is already won, and I like doing that because it means that I have the confidence to win. I don't know. It's just stuff you make up after a while because I feel like wins should be inevitable. You should never really say, oh, let's just throw this guy in the dungeon and see if he wins. You want to kind of have some confidence that you will win, right? I probably should get rid of that curing. It's getting annoying. That rot was getting annoying, so I got rid of it. So this floor has given me a pretty good power spike in 3 AC, and yeah, 3 AC is pretty good. Juggernaut, that's kind of awful. Ow. This guy's faster than me. Let's get some spiders up in here. Juggernauts are naturally really crap against spiders. Whew. Let's use destruction, I suppose. Don't turn into a shrike. What the hell? Who asked you to do that? Not me, man. Shard shrikes, gross. This is way worse than. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I may have just killed myself with that shard shrike. This could be really bad. Depending on how I approach this, I could be dead. I don't have any Arlec. I don't have any alcohol, so I'm gonna have to drink a potion of resistance probably. Oh man, this is gonna be gross. This is gonna be absolutely terrible. Oh well, whatever. Honestly, I'll have to deal with it somehow anyway. Let's get rid of this crazy Titan guy. He's in the way. Then I can kill this Draconian. Then I can kill this Spriggan. Yay, good. Okay, so it turns out that these cold dragons are doing a lot of damage to me, so I probably need to find some way to get cold resistance. I do have that ring, but I kind of don't want to give up the 3 slaying. I probably will though. But the only issue is that also cuts my MR down, which is really bad. Sling bullets, blah 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 blah. Gold dragon shouldn't be too much of an issue. Not at this stage in the game. This could be bad. Let's blink. Let's keep blinking. Okay, it didn't work. Let's just keep going, I guess. Quaff 2 curing potions. Ow. Let's dig and then get out of the way of the poison. I was just trying to minimize my chances of being lethally poisoned, because that's a pain to deal with. Let's pull a projectile here. Just blast away these guys. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video, apologize. Actually, I guess that's a good thing. Just means that I won't be able to upload this today. I don't have enough time, I don't think. Because I'm using the computer after this, so I'm going to need full control, I guess. I can't be uploading, because that does take quite a bit of strain on everything. Basically, when I upload, the internet sucks. Every online game goes to about 500 to 600 ping. And yeah, it's just generally not a good time. So, you know, I'm loath to. Oh, okay, that's a bad guy. Let's get some spiders out here. Let's blink, run away like a coward, because that guy is too strong down there. If I can get him in a 1v1 situation, I might be able to handle him, but I'm doubtful even of that. I need to get him in a 1v like a billion, so I need to summon like 10 guys at least to like act as my shield and also beat his ass. By him, I'm talking about the shard strike, by the way, in case you were confused. I could just blast him with like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that works. Yeah, Nemlex is pretty cool in that regard. He has a lot of interesting, cool abilities. Alright, so Dust 5 has been cleared. I am going to end this video because I don't want to have the really long episode. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next